And the trade deadline's coming up pretty soon. What do you think? Do you have any like predictions on what Winnipeg is going to do? Do you think they're going to buy? Do you think they're going to sell? Like, what do you think they should get done on trade deadline?
Yeah, it's definitely been a big conversation point among the Winnipeg Jets community just because this is a year, especially in the Eastern Conference, there's a lot of teams that are still in it, and if they choose to make a push, could definitely make their way in. There's really not a ton of teams that are kind of entirely out of it in the Eastern Conference picture, and then in the West, there are more teams that are kind of out of it, but the top dogs are like really, really, really strong, right? Especially in the Central Divisions. I think there are going to be a ton of teams that are going to be wanting to add players to their lineup this time around, and it'll be interesting to see who ends up wanting to pull the trigger after the Olympic trade freeze about kind of who's going to sell and stuff like that. I think the Winnipeg Jets probably will sell. They have guys whose names have been floating around. They're pending UFAs, guys like Luke Shen and Logan Stanley, who I'm sure would net an okay return. And I think if you're Winnipeg, you should try and recoup as many of your assets as you can on rentals like that. So if I had to guess, I would say that defensemen like Luke Shen and Logan Stanley are going to get moved. And then looking kind of up front, guys like Tanner Pearson, Gus Nyquist, I think that those two in particular, if there is a market for them, Winnipeg should definitely be picking up the phone. And I wouldn't be surprised if those guys were in a different jersey come mid-March. But I think Jonathan Toews is also pending UFA. I don't think that he's going to get moved. I don't think that his goal was to come back and chase a cup with whoever would employ him. I think that he wanted to come back and play for the Jets. So I'm assuming that he's going to stick around. And then outside of that, it'll be interesting to see if they make any bigger splashes. But I think that just knowing what the Winnipeg Jets have kind of typically done and knowing the history of their transactions, I have a feeling they'll just sell off the kind of classic pending UFA guys and then leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay. So other than the Winnipeg Jets, and okay, I guess we know you love the Blackhawks, but other than them, do you have like a favorite team? Or also, I want your Stanley Cup prediction. I feel like we're kind of like getting there. At the beginning of the season, I put Dallas, but I don't know. That was like before the season even started, though.
So I feel like that's still a good pick.
I know
Still
they're
a good
up
pick.
there.
Still a good pick.
Kind of proud of that. But then like I have like my thing like just knows.
You still have it up?
Okay, sorry, my room's messy. I have my thing. Where is it? Right there. Wait, my predictions literally on my mirror.
Yeah, we did like a full podcast and we were like putting out our predictions.
I have Winnipeg on there.
Girl, oh jeez,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No, but
Okay, I want to hear your Stanley Cup prediction. Your Stanley Cup final prediction. That's what I want.
Okay, yeah. And if you want my like sweetheart team is the Columbus Blue Jackets, just so everyone knows I'm a huge Blue Jackets girly, just because I was the world's biggest Pierre-Luc Dubois fan and the world's biggest Patrick Laine fan. So those teams when that trade happened, girl, everyone was hitting my line like crazy because it was like, girl, what is happening right now? Because that one, there weren't like crazy rumors around it until like the day before and it just got crazy. But so Columbus Blue Jackets are my Pookies, even though Dubois and Laine both don't play there anymore. I become like emotionally attached to all those players.
Like 5 years ago, literally 5 years ago, before I even like worked for the Coyotes, Patrick Laine liked one of my pictures on Instagram.
Okay, Emma needs like her own movie or something. Like the things she just says so casually, I'm like, what?
The lore dropping.
The lore drop while we're recording, but I'll lore drop after.
But my Stanley Cup prediction, though, I think that I know that everyone's feeling pretty good about Colorado, and it's so hard. Like, I think that more so this year than almost any other year. We haven't seen a team kind of go through the regular season with as much dominance as they had, especially in kind of big moments and stuff as well, with as positive of kind of like underlying metrics and things. Like, this is a legit dog of a team, so it's kind of hard to count them out, but I'm nothing if not kind of having a flair for the dramatic, so I'm not going to pick them, even though I think they are probably one of the best choices.